The morning started with a Joel coffee scalding my hand as a metal screech tore through the quiet, followed by a woman's shout. Left a bit, guys. Right on the line. I stumbled outside in slippers, blinking at a garish red swing set planted on my lawn like a flag of conquest. There, posing like a suburban dictator, stood Vanessa, HOA president, arms crossed, grinning as if she just gifted the world joy itself. Two workers in neon vests hammered away while she directed, clipboard in hand, her yoga gear screaming authority. I leaned on my porch rail, throat tight, and coughed loudly. She spun, waved like we were old pals, and chirped. Morning, Ethan! Hope you're okay with a little neighborhood upgrade for the kids. I didn't answer. I marched inside, set my mug down, and yanked my property deed from the lockbox. It mapped my land to the inch. That swing set was on saw soil, not HOA turf, not public space. Deed in hand, I stormed back out, holding it up. Vanessa, still beaming like this was a charity raffle, sauntered to the fence, glanced at the paper, and laughed. Oh, Ethan, that's outdated. The HOA redefined shared use zones. It's community land now. My jaw clenched. Community land? This wasn't a mistake, she planned this. I pointed to my fence, unmoved for 15 years. She shrugged. New development plan. You should join our meetings. I wasn't in the HOA. Me property predated their rules, a fact she knew. Her stunt wasn't ignorance, it was war. I retreated, pulled the county assessor's map online, same boundaries as my deed. I printed it, started a folder labeled Swing Set Siege, and photographed every angle, measuring the set's legs to prove the trespass. I called the HOA office. The clerk, Linda, hesitated. Oh, you saw neighbor, she said, flustered. Vanessa warned us you'd complain, but she said it's all legal. I demanded proof. Linda mumbled about another call and hung up. That night, I rigged a motion sensor camera in a tree, hidden in a birdhouse, night vy shone on. This wasn't just anger, it was strategy. Vanessa wasn't building a playground, she was claiming my land. By morning, the swing set had grown a slide, toddler seats, and a sign zip tied to the frame, saw Vanessa's play haven saw. A girl, maybe 7, juice-stained shirt, piped up behind me. Mom says you hate fun. I forced a grin. Love fun. Hate theft. She skipped off, oblivious. In my mailbox, a flyer from Vanessa, saw Community Enrichment Project saw, with a swing set photo, fake donor list, and saw my saw name as a sponsor. Fury sharpened into focus. I didn't rant online or yell. I documented flyer scans, worker photos, and audio from the camera catching Vanessa whispering. If he flips, we'll move it, but the kids love it by then. Night footage showed her, gloved, hood up, tweaking bolts and spray painting saw V crews saw her loyal HOA minions in the frame. This wasn't about kids, it was her empire expanding. She'd hijacked the garden club, holiday decor, even a watch group that spied on unmowed lawns. I called the county zoning office, a property lawyer, and a surveyor friend, Tom. I wasn't just removing the swing set, I'd expose her. In my drawer, I tucked a printed sign, bold and simple, saw no trespassing. Private property. Under surveillance saw. Vanessa's kingdom was about to crumble. By day 2, she'd escalated folding chairs, a juice box cooler, and a speaker blaring kid tunes. Families flocked, clueless, thinking it was a community gift. I tried talking to a dad, but Vanessa swooped in with cookies, whispering loudly, "Isn't it great when we unite for the kids?" She leaned closer, performative. "Maybe bake something next time, Ethan." Parents watched. I walked away. The camera caught her later, dragging a picnic table onto my land with a teenage minion, building a park like I'd surrendered. At the HOA meeting, I sat in back as Vanessa pitched. Neighborhood unity. Flashing swing set photos. No one questioned her. When I raised my hand, her smile twitched. I laid out my deed, map, photos, and assessor's printout, naming her trespass. The board squirmed. She cooed. A misunderstanding, this is common ground. I countered. Legal isn't seen as. She played dirty. You wouldn't take this from the kids, would you? I ignored her, played the footage her dragging the table, whispering her plan. The room froze. A board member requested the video privately. Vanessa's jaw tightened. I'd drawn blood. She retaliated with a sign. Saw play at your own risk, some neighbors hate Joy saw. I let it stay, her news tightening. Days later, a lemonade stand appeared, banner reading saw Vanessa's play haven, serving smiles saw. I asked who owned the land. She smirked. Why care? I drafted trespass notices, sent them certified to the HOA and Vanessa, and filed one with the county. I ordered a metal sign, saw no trespassing. Violators prosecuted saw. Night footage showed her pacing, muttering, rattled. My silence unnerved her, she craved chaos, not precision. 3 days later, a county inspector arrived. I handed him my dossier, deed, photos, notices. Vanessa, in a neon tracksuit, spun tales of community joy, while viewing vague HOA papers. He took notes, measured, and left. Karen peeked from her curtains, her mask slipping. That afternoon, the county emailed. The swing set was on my land, removal mandated within 30 days, or fines loomed. Vanessa doubled down, rallying families for a block party, on my lawn, kids, chairs, music. I uploaded new footage to the county, noting unauthorized gatherings. The lemonade stand returned, now with a banner claiming my donation. I called a local paper, shared my evidence, and let it simmer. Saturday's birthday bash was a circus bounce house, pony rides, cotton candy, all on my land. Vanessa, in a saw party host sauce sash, tossed glitter. I watched from my porch as my cousin, Deputy Mike, arrived. I gave him my folder. He eyed my new sign and announced a boundary dispute call. Vanessa laughed, patting his arm, but parents whispered, sensing trouble. The inspector returned, camera in hand, confirming my claim. A reporter appeared, snapping the bounce house and my sign. Vanessa's speech faltered mid-dash. Community unity. A boy tripped near the stand, scraping his knee. His mom demanded, Is this insured? Who's liable? Vanessa stammered. Parents grabbed kids, fleeing. Mike handed her a county notice, 15 days to remove everything. The bounce house deflated, the DJ quit, and Vanessa tore down streamers in a fury. I flipped my sign to reveal, Saw this land isn't yours, Saul. She froze, silent, defeated. Monday, the swing set stood alone, a fading monument. A crew dismantled it quietly, Vanessa absent. The yard was mine again, grass worn but free. The paper ran a front-page story. Homeowner reclaims land after HOA trespass. Naming Vanessa, citing my evidence. A neighbor brought a pie, apologizing for belying her. An HOA meeting ousted Vanessa from the events committee after receipts exposed her unapproved spending. Her garden wilted, her porch dark, her saw Vanessa's haven saw sign gone. She'd gone quiet, unnatural for her. A month later, at dusk, she approached my new rope fence, holding store-bought cookies. I'm sorry, she mumbled, eyes darting. Got out of hand? I nodded, pointed to my camera, and said it was recording. She left, wordless. Her defeat wasn't the swing's removal, or the arclight was levying beside her shattered reign. Neighbors passed my fence, whispering her fall. I sipped tea, watching the sunset, my sign gleaming. The war wasn't loud, but its quiet Tory endured. Vanessa misjudged me, thinking I'd fold. She learned the cost of swinging on the wrong land.
If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.